why do you have a moustache?
I tell you, I couldn't get up I couldn't get up the stairs quick enough to get some Jolene on my Ronnie. Hello and welcome to Vogue and Amber, the podcast, on recording on a lovely Friday afternoon. Hello, coming to you live on Tuesday. Yes, welcome. I always get mixed up when they go out. Amber's wearing a t-shirt that says I love Hoth, and for somebody who loves Hoth as much as I do, even I think that's a bit much. Says your one. Hello. No, don't do that song. Honestly, it's always in the back of my mind, that stupid song Mom sings. But I always get like someone in work was just like, do you have something that goes off in your brain? So every day, remember Vine? Do you remember Vine before TikTok and everything? Yeah. And there's this guy, Rydoon, and he has the funniest videos. And he used to do this thing, go around to people and say, why won't anyone dance with me? And just every day in the office, at some stage, I just sing it. And people are like, what is wrong with your brain? But yeah. You've spoken about Rydoon on this podcast before. You're obsessed with him. He's brilliant. Very funny. Very funny. Very funny, man. Very, very funny. Okay. There's also a TikTok sensation at the moment. Well, I think it's very funny. It's this girl, and basically she's been told to listen to classical music. Have you seen these, Imo? And she basically starts like going crazy with all this fucking Vivaldi and stuff like that. It's bloody brilliant. As a way to get her angry. She's like, oh, it's bloody brilliant. I love it. Amber keeps sending me TikToks and she's like, why aren't you looking at my TikToks? I was like, I don't open TikToks. Oh, Vogue, I've sent some really funny ones. I know, but I have to stay away from TikTok because I feel like I'll get sucked in by that. I'm already trying to like pull back on my Insta use, and that's why like with TikTok, I'm just like, I don't need another thing to distract me, and that will just distract me. I genuinely choose TikTok over TV some nights. I know you do. It's bizarre. I am filming an interior show in my house, and I know I'm going around this house like Stalin, but everyone's I'm like, do you mind just I'm like, do you mind just putting your bits away in the bedroom? Because like I want my house to look perfect because it's an interior show. And Spenny's like, the room is absolutely immaculate. It's just like, no, he's got a different level of cleanliness. Yeah. If I showed you all the stuff he has lying around, and he's like, I've only got 2 t-shirts lying around. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want 2 t-shirts lying around. I want it to look really clean and perfect, like it never looks in real life. For the show, it's only for one day. Please, can I have that for one day? So I'm going around just trying to get everyone to just make it look amazing, and it's been she keeps on texting me stuff for shopping lists, and I'm like, Amber, come on now. I always get the shopping delivered. Come on now. I've asked her for toothpaste and kids stuff. I haven't been here. I showed you my haul. Blue tack and string. I didn't have. I was like, where am I getting blue tack in the fucking? Like, blue tack, fine. String, like string. They have string in the supermarket. Cut up some tampons strings and tie them all together. I'm not wasting it, Tommy. No way. So will we talk about our weeks? I was looking into my week and I'm like, what have I been doing? Well, we went to Oasis on Saturday, which was phenomenal. Just you can't take away from the fact that it is such an, even like Spenny, who doesn't love Oasis at all, really enjoyed the gig. It's just one of those gigs that you go to and it's just that's not what people said online. People online were like, Spencer was on his phone for the gig. He wasn't on his phone for the whole gig. I just caught him at one point being on his phone because like I'm like I wouldn't have touched my phone. Like I was scared to go to the toilet in case I missed anything. Oh, Spenny was like, I might go get a burger. Yeah. Off he went to get a burger and chips, and then he went and bought me merch. Yeah, that Adidas zippy is savage. The only bad things now were the toilet queues and the bar queues. I was in the bar queue for the guts of an hour, and then I called Vogue to be like, can you come and give me a hand? Because I dropped 150 quid on like loads of drinks. And I could hear. And sure, who was in the background? Richard Ashcroft, who I was missing. So I came literally laden down both of us so many drinks. And he just missed, and I just missed him. And I really wanted to see him. So anyway, it was really good. It was Bittersweet Symphony. I couldn't come back and she was ringing me because that's just the one song I wanted to fucking hear. I was meant to help her with the drinks and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. I was getting in a scrap in the queue. So I got in the queue and like there's a guy beside me and he was like, this bitch is trying to so it was him and another guy and they were trying to keep me out of kind of like they felt I was trying to skip them. And he was absolutely strange. He was like, I know what you're up to. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So it was me and Emma in the queue, my brother's wife. And then, do you know what? They were on the edge. They were on the far side. So then loads of people started creeping in beside them, skipping the queue, like brazenly skipping the queue. So then I saw my opportunity. I got my place first at the bar, and those two bozos were behind me. So I was absolutely delighted with myself. One thing I would have to say, and I did say this in the concert, I said it to you and Alzo, I thought Liam looked so angry when he was singing. Like proper pissed off. God, I couldn't have fancied him more. Honestly, he had this really cool park on and he looked like he couldn't give a shit. And then I just was like, God, he fucking hates all of us and I love him so much for it. I hate you, but I want your money. And then they were staying at different hotels. That came to light. But they are, I have it on very good authority that they are actually very good friends. The whole feud is over. Because I did think about that when I heard they were staying in two different hotels, because obviously I knew what hotels they were staying in. I like to know these things, but like I'd never go near them. Do you know that way? Like Joanne went to the after party and Ashley, and my friend offered me to go to the gig on Sunday and to go to the after party on Sunday, but I wasn't in a good way now after Saturday, it has to be said. Amber took herself to bed at 12 and she's an angel. Thank you. Saint. I got home at 11:30 and me and Megan were having a drink, and then my friend Reds, who lives like 500 meters away, was like, come for a drink. And I was like, okay, go on, sure, I'm only home once. And then I think we were home at 11, and then like Spenny went to bed, and then me and Als were having a little bit of a dance to a couple of tunes, and then Vogue was sitting on the couch, and then Alza was like, I can't go into bed, and then Vogue was like, I'd say I have another hour left to meet, and I was like, I'm really sorry, I'm going to bed. She's like, you're not going to? I was like, I am. I'm going to be that person. God, no, Vogue, there's no forcing you. No, please, tomorrow night there's no forcing you. Amber, I'm just asking you for one thing for my birthday. Please let me go to bed at midnight. I can't tell you how happy it would make me feel. You are a large human. I couldn't. There's no controlling you. I know. Well, Spenny said he would. But I was meant to go on Sunday and I couldn't, and then I felt really bad. But actually, I had a big job on Monday where I was interviewing Davina McCall, who is the nicest woman alive. She's got a new TV show coming out called Stranded on Honeymoon Island, and obviously I don't have to say this. I was only booked to do the interview with her. It's really good. It's really good. I watched the first step, and it's going to be like, I think it's going to be Married at First Sight levels of goodness. Oh, brilliant. Do you remember when we were when we went to the Maldives, and like we obviously had a big enough crew with us, so we were able to busy ourselves and stuff like that with Gina and Cass, and then Spenny, his parents, and all the kids obviously. But it was a small enough island, so it was kind of limited. Like you could probably walk from one end to the island within half an hour, if even that. And there was this couple that were there on their honeymoon, and they were absolutely raging because they were there. Were they there for a week or two, and they were bored? Stiff. So they started hanging out with us. Well, I mean, there's only so much you can take of one person. It doesn't matter how much you love somebody. Like being stuck with just one person anywhere is really like it's hard. When every day is the same in terms of, that's why I ended up having espresso martinis at 10:30 one morning. Amber, let's Amber play with fire coffee this morning. How did that go for you? I think that might be the most drunk I've ever seen you. Following her home, like literally doing circles on herself. I was like, I had to follow her home again. She drowned in the sea, even though the sea was ages away. I was like, there's some way she'll find her way down there. I wouldn't be going near the sea with the shark in the water. And then, but then what else did we do last week? I got a kebab one day last week. Dream, love it. I just can't stop myself. That's get that out of your week. Did you write that down for your week? I got a kebab. I did, yeah. And then I have hair. I got my hair done. Thank you, Kira. Thank you, Christina. It wasn't Anne-Marie this time. It was Christina. So I have a bobby. I have to tell you about a kebab. Sorry, I flew back to London on Monday to interview Davina McCall, who is just the nicest woman in the world. But obviously I was shitting myself because it was Davina McCall, but she was so nice to interview. And then after that, I had to go up to Nottingham to film my show Renovation Rescue. So I was then with Luke, who I'm doing the show with. And Luke and I then had to go up to Edinburgh to go to this TV dinner. And on the way to Edinburgh, we stopped off at this stop, and there was a cafe, basically. And we were sitting looking at the cafe, and we got a cup of tea because our train was delayed. And there was croissants. But I know you hate the way I say croissant. Sorry, croissant. Filled with, one of them was like a chicken zinger, like, you know, those KFC chicken zingers in a croissant. There was a kebab croissant. I was actually going to take a picture.
Where did you stop off?
I don't know where it was, but I mean, they looked kind of nice.
I took Gigi to the chiropractor.
And Gigi... Well, they've been really sick, and Gigi has had, like, she complains about her back.
Screeching in the middle, but you can't crack a child's back, so it was all about, like, I don't know, massaging her tummy and stuff like that, because she had a poorly tummy. But then I was, like, cradling her like a child because she was being a moaner. And then, do you know what she goes? We were outside in the sun, and she's looking at me.
Why do you have a moustache?
I tell you, I couldn't get up the stairs quick enough to get some Jolene on my Ronnie.
Amber, I'm just going to say, and you're not going to like this, and I know it's not great coming off the back of Gigi's comment, but you're beyond Jolene. You've got a wax.
I'm not taking, it's not as if I'm getting like, still, I'm not getting Amber, bits stuck in it.
It's very fluffy. You've got it.
Vogue, it's baby hair. Vogue, well, I'd have to say you have a very fluffy face. I tell you, there's a buffer between if we ever give you a kiss on the cheek, it's just like
microdermablation, whatever it's called on it. Anything
I wouldn't dare do that.
Shaving.
I know someone who uses an epilator.
Tom Selleck, whatever. Do whatever you want. I'm not going to put you down anymore, but don't say I haven't told you. Don't say I haven't told you.
Shut up. And Vogue called me Immo when she was listening to the pod that went out. Was it on Tuesday? Like, she could not stop laughing. I was like, what's up? Like, I couldn't understand what she was saying. And she's like, the compliment.
It was because
oh my God.
Amber complimented herself on the pod maybe 5 or 6 times. I don't know, listeners, if you noticed that, but I was like, there she goes again.
I was saying that I was observant.
That girl is mad for herself. You're saying, oh, everyone says I have great skin. It was just endless, floods of compliments for herself.
Yeah.
You're great in spite of your tash. Have you noticed her tash, Emma?
I have not, but I'll be seeing her in person soon, so then I'll be able to check it out.
She's like Salvador Dali.
It's a light tash. It's baby hair. It's not like it's not stubble.
Shut you know what I mean? It's up. It's hair. Well, loads of people like hair. If you're just one of those girls, that's fine as well.
Go away. I do have something. Was it last night? No, it was the night before when I was coming home. It was dark and I went by the graveyard, and the graveyard gates are open for cars at night.
We really got to hit that. Lynn, I've been on to Lynn. She's coming up on Saturday. We have to hit that.
Yeah, but I think we have to go at night when it's quiet. I think more ghosts would be inclined to come out at night.
Well, that's not necessarily true. You don't actually...
We'll figure out when the witching hour is.
God, it's going to be magnificent to see. Wouldn't it
be if anything happens.
I think I saw a ghost once in my life. I'm just saying. And I know that sounds completely psychotic. And I did a whole ghost hunting show and I never saw a ghost. Hear me out. I think I might have said it before. So we used to go to Jersey a lot. Jersey's gorgeous. We used to go to Jersey a lot. And we were in this house that we stayed in. And basically, I was walking up the stairs and in the corner of my eye, I thought I saw a woman over in this corner. And I was like, that was weird. And there was no woman there. And that was fine because I was just like, oh, it just was obviously, I just didn't really think much of it because it didn't mean anything to me. And then we stayed there again about 3 months later and the same thing happened in the same place, the same woman. And I was like, that's a bit weird now. So I think that might have been a ghost.
I couldn't be dealing with shit like that. Or maybe
there's a ghost in your room as well.
Shut the fuck up.
There's a ghosty ghost in your room, Amber.
Okay, have you got anything else to say in your week, or do you want to go into, in my opinion, Immo?
I don't have it in my opinion this week. I forgot about it. There.
This is becoming like Truth Corner when myself and Imo were light on Truth Corners, but now it doesn't seem like Vogue is bringing anything to the table. So
I
hopefully...
brought something to the table every week except this 1 week.
So we will see.
Actually, no, I have one.
Fine. Go.
In my opinion, the best coffee in the whole of Ireland is Butler's coffee. It is... I was near a Butler's yesterday, which is unusual. It's in Dublin Airport, Terminal 2. Even sometimes when I'm flying late at night, I'm like, will I risk it? Will I risk it for the coffee? I never risk it, but like I do consider it. It is the nicest coffee. And I think when you can find an absolutely delicious coffee, it really starts the day right. I'm also having a coffee from Hoth, and it's also quite delicious. So I can't complain. But Butler's coffee, in my opinion, is the best coffee in Ireland. So there you go.
That's an absolutely terrible, in my opinion. Like, honestly, it's supposed to be something. It's supposed to be an unpopular opinion.
What is yours, Natasha?
Mine is... Now, I don't wash my legs in the shower. So there's two types of people.
Wash my legs or my arms.
You either pick your legs up and you wash them with your hands, or else you just let the water drift down.
I think
and wash them.
That's more about feet. If I wash my feet in the shower.
Oh, feet. Yeah, sorry, not legs. Feet. Yeah, I wouldn't pick mine up and wash them. No, never. There's loads of suds there they're swimming around in.
No, I'd wash my feet.
I wouldn't pee in the shower. Oh. Nothing from the other two.
I'm trying to save the environment. I'm not doing an extra flush when I could
trying
just
to give
do it
yourself
all
a little
in
ammonium face like mask or something like that. No way, Jose.
Amber, so you're telling me you've never weed in the shower?
I never said I never weed in the shower. I don't wee. I would go for a wee before I get in the shower, and I go for a wee after I get out of the shower.
It's funny how Amber doesn't wee in the shower, but I've seen her do a shit in the shower.
Oh my God.
I'm going to try this thing, right, where I'm just going to make up bullshit about you and see how many headlines I can get out there, because Penny's raging about not having an Irish passport and it's gone into all the papers for some reason. So I'm like, I wonder if they can write that Amber has shits in the shower.
No, I definitely don't. Definitely don't. There's a toilet for that. Emma, what's your unpopular opinion?
My opinion this week is that I don't believe that anyone actually likes sparkling water more than still water. And I think if you say that, you're just lying to yourself and you're trying to seem fancy. Period.
Interesting. Well,
that is a very strong opinion about water.
Well, I have a lot of opinions about water, to be honest with you. And in my opinion, like if I'm in a shop and I'm choosing water, I want Evian. If there's Evian there, I'll go for the Evian first, because I do think there's a slight difference in taste in the water. And there's this really fancy Italian water that you get in restaurants sometimes.
San Pellegrino.
No, San Pellegrino. Pana Agua. And it's still, like water's water, but like that water is fancy water.
I think the Pana Agua, it tastes like the mountains.
It does, it's delicious.
But then also, I don't mind River Rock, but then I also... Whenever I'm flying through London airports, I'd always get Smart Water because they have some electrolytes in them.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I would go Evian Smart Water. That's how my choices would go.
Do you know what we need to get for Sunday? Diorite. That's the best electrolyte there on the market in terms of its makeup.
Diorite is really
There's
good.
There's 3 flavours. You get natural, blackcurrant and lemon. And I'm sorry, the makeup of it...
Blackcurrant's the best.
I wouldn't do that. I would go... natural, and I put it in with Solpadeine, but it's the best one in terms of the salts and everything that's in it in comparison. Like you should always have it if the kids have what's that thing called? A vomiting bug.
Yeah, everyone should use it if they have a vomiting bug. That's what the doctor
I didn't know that.
How did you not know that? That's the doctor always tells you to use that if you've got a vomiting bug. And sorry, no, the natural one isn't nice. If anyone's going to get it, get the blackcurrant.
Okay.
Like a star.
I've been taking
Don't listen to
I've been taking
Tom
what
Selleck over there.
I've been taking what I thought was like a good electrolyte to take every day, but it's just like a sugar thing. So I'm doing nothing for myself.
A bit of a sugar rush.
So do we want to do what you love to do first, Vogue?
Oh my God, yes, so bad. Sister cards.
Okay, so...
When was the last time you had to lie? I don't remember. I don't like lying.
Pete absolutely ripped me for my answer for this. I was like, saying I was okay, but I wasn't.
Oh. puke.
I meant it.
Honestly.
I don't lie about things. Like, I just don't.
I can't, like, I would rather be upset than see Amber be upset. I absolutely cannot bear when I see you upset.
I know, but that makes me more upset.
I know, but I'd rather be the one upset.
Oh, that's very cute.
So that's my most recent lie, because obviously I much more care about myself. I'm just my most recent lie is...
It's obviously something to the kids. Think about it.
I'm trying to think. I told Otto my iPhone was out of battery. I had to charge it.
Imo, do you have one?
I
told Naomi I was tired, but I wasn't. I just wasn't in the mood.
What, to go for a walk? Oh no, you're talking about Imo's wife. I thought we were talking about my auntie. Okay, fine.
I told my sister that I was ready and prepared for this weekend, because this weekend it's her 30th birthday party, and I'm 100% not ready at all. Don't know what I'm wearing, don't know what I'm bringing. Yeah, that was a lie.
Do you know what, Imo? Just dip into old outfits you love. It's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Although I'm wearing an old top that I thought I loved, and I have it on today, and I'm like, I can't wait to get off this pod to change it. It's very uncomfortable. I just can't wear anything uncomfortable anymore. As I get older, I'm like, nah, it's too tight. I'm not comfortable. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm going to properly fit in that again, because I'm not. And that's just, my bones have changed shape.
It's gone. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm off from Friday for 2 weeks. I'm going to come to London. I already told him out the week after next and do some records in person. But I'm going to do the Marie Kondo thing. And I'm going to take everything out, and you're here, so you'll help me be ruthless. But sometimes I have to come in with a tough skin, because remember the last time you and Megan, like, I couldn't believe you were shitting all over my clothes.
Like, I'll tell you what,
I've still managed to keep the Alfie Moon shirt.
I have a charity initiative for you. I work with Heinz and Bernardo's every year, and Bernardo's helps vulnerable families all over Ireland. And I do something with Heinz beans, have these packs of beans, and you sell them, and a portion goes towards Bernardo's, which helps vulnerable families. But every year I love to send loads of clothes. So you clear out your wardrobe, I'll clear out my wardrobe. I'm going to my storage unit in Kevin Getty. I'm going over there to clear out my whole storage unit, and I'm going to get loads of stuff together, and I'm going to send it all to Bernardo's. You're not getting any, Amber. None of my stuff.
Oh no, I get a first pass. I get a first pass on the bag.
Did you hear about helping families in Ireland? And you're just like,
I don't take Vogue. I'm like a squirrel. I take little.
Okay, well, that's what I'm doing. So anyone listening, I'm going to post.
Does that mean I'm going to the fucking storage?
I'd love if you'd come help me in the storage for the day. I'll pay it.
I know. I have a couple of other things I want to do next week, so we can just align our diaries.
I'm going to the zoo on Monday.
Oh no, that wouldn't be for me.
Going to the zoo on Monday, and I'm going to Emerald Park on Tuesday.
Okay, I might be into that. I've never been, and it's the biggest roller coaster in Ireland.
It's meant to be
in Europe.
Yeah, it's meant to be amazing.
I've never been. Okay, great. Brilliant. Bucket list.
You can help me with the kids.
Oh no, I'm just going to go off on my own. The minute we get in there, I'll go off on my own with a solo pass.
What are you naturally good at?
So many things.
Like what?
Whistling, keeping the vibes positive. Being inclusive.
I wouldn't say you've always, Amber, I wouldn't say it's natural to you to keep the vibes positive now. I think you always have to have a little bit of a chat with yourself. being inclusive.
I would say I am inclusive. Like, that's why the party ended up so big last year, because I just couldn't, anyone I met, I was like, what are you doing Saturday? Do you want to come to a party? I would hate for someone to ever feel left out.
I'm probably good at organising most things. I love organising. I love being organised, and I love having an organised life. It just makes me feel less stressed. I love it. That's what I'm good at. Emma, what are you good at?
I'm quite good at languages when I put my mind to it, and I'm good at cooking. I'm good at cooking. I'm a good cook.
I'm actually quite good at cooking. Amber?
See,
Amber's good at being inclusive.
I fucking am. You can't say that I'm not, Vogue. I'm good at organizing.
Am I not
Vogue.
inclusive to people?
Vogue, you can't say you're the same as me. We're good. I think we're both good at like organizing in terms of bringing people together. Like, hello, who organizes the Williams Christmas lunch every year? Right here.
Amber, I'm not giving you, like, sorry, you book somewhere for lunch. That's all you do, okay? You book somewhere for lunch.
That's what our cousin texted me. He was like, you'd swear you just fucking got the Nobel Peace Prize. So many people thanking you for booking a fucking dinner. I was like, oh my God.
That's our cousin Dave Farrer, who is probably the funniest man alive. What are you naturally bad at? I'm not, do you know, although I was picking up the Spanish quite well, you said you're good at languages. I'm not naturally, I'm
You were picking up the Spanish well? Like what? Yeah. Learning like...
Sí.
L'agua sin gas, por favor. Don't ever order a l'agua con gas in front of Imo. She'll have a fucking conniption.
I'm awful at dancing as well, and I have tried.
I would say I'm good at dancing.
She is a clown. I'm not listening to this.
She's a clown.
When you were younger, what did you do?
No, I didn't answer what are you naturally bad at?
Okay, what are you naturally bad at?
So, not putting myself first.
I can't, Amber.
Singing.
I can't take these lies. Yeah,
consistently exercising. Landing a TV career show in Australia. Washing pillows. And being attracted to guys.
Fair. Okay. When you were younger, what did you do when you were bored?
Played out in the street. Or played shop inside.
Go swimming in the swamp.
Swamp diving. I don't think we were bored when we were younger.
No, we were never bored. We were always doing something.
Always playing manhunt and stuff like that. We had a ball.
Yeah, we did have a good time.
So your new drag name is the colour of your top and the last food you ate. What is your drag name? White chewing gum.
Mine is neon yellow cheese on toast.
Mine is black sausage.
Yo!
That is strong, Imo. What will 2025 be remembered for?
Oh, it's just not good stuff.
No, I was going down that route, but the Boo-Boos, Oasis.
Yeah.
And hold on, kicking off this pod.
Did we kick it off in 2025? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
My God, Amber, you've nearly done a year. Well done. 3 words best describe your sister.
Okay.
Narcissistic.
I was going to say annoying, tall, and deaf. But then I have positive ones. Kind, considerate, crack.
Amber's kind, she's fun, and she is... God, there's loads of ways to describe you though. You're kind, you're fun, you're good crack, you're always like nice to be around. You do actually involve a lot of people in everything, and you're a very family oriented, which I like in a person.
Yeah, I find it a red flag when someone isn't really close to their family. Well, no, not necessarily. That's unfair. That's an unfair generalization. But like, I think it says a lot about a person when they have a good solid group of friends and they nurture good relationships in their family. It doesn't necessarily mean with their direct family. It could be their extended family or something. And I know that's not always possible for people, so apologies for that generalization. But I just think it's important to nurture strong relationships in your life so you have support that you need around you. Anyway, I'm going a bit soft there, so let's move on.
Silly influencer of the week. I love these stories. Like that woman who swam in the sewer water and said it was her favourite place to swim and she didn't know it was just sewer water. Remember her? Loved her.
Yes.
Okay, so did you ever see that guy as well? Because I've seen the story crop up a couple of times. He was this Christian guy. He was like 26 years old or something, and he kept going to this remote island. I think it's off India. And like there's a tribe there and you don't go near them. You just don't touch them. They're a remote island. They live on their own. They always have. And no one is allowed to go on the island. They're just left alone. It's their own like civilization.
Yeah.
And
he was trying to bring them Christianity.
Yeah, and he kept, like, these fishermen, like, would bring him towards the island, and he was trying to, like, give them Coke and stuff like that, like cans of Coke, blah, blah, blah. And, like, they started shooting arrows at him. And then eventually he got dropped off by these fishermen and he canoed over, and then he was spotted. His body was being dragged up the beach. They'd killed him, but, like, they'd kind of... like he was told not to go again and again, and he just wanted to preach his Christian word. So I don't know if that he's not the influence of the week, by the way, but that just reminded me of that. There was an influencer, and he was stranded in the Chilean Antarctic since landing without permission. It was meant to be a fundraising mission for cancer research, and it's become a nightmare for the American teen influencer Ethan Guo. He has been stuck since June in a remote location in the Chilean territory in Antarctica. He landed his small plane illegally, and he provided false flight plan information, and he kept going south, and now he's stranded, and he has threats of arrest if he flies the plane again. So he's now stranded out there after going when he was told not to.
Well, I think he just needs to ride off the plane if he wants to get home. That's stupid.
What a silly Billy. Well, I think he's going to get arrested anyway, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so that's what I don't really understand. He's obviously trying to exonerate himself.
So a man opened the airplane doors mid-flight to see if it was possible, breaking aviation laws. The plane was 600 feet off the ground and about to land in South Korea. And then he removed a plastic safety cover and slid the door open. But at normal cruising altitude, this is good to know, because you know when you see someone lingering around the door, it's a bit scary. At normal cruising altitude, it's impossible to open the door due to the air pressure, but at 600 feet, it is impossible. It is totally possible.
Yeah, for sure.
But he didn't actually manage to open it, which was good. And then there was an ice cream licking trend that influencers basically took the lids off tubs of ice cream in the supermarket, licked them and put them back on the shelf.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Why? And also there was an influencer, a snowboarder, and he basically flew a small plane over a national forest in California, and he was wearing a parachute and had a selfie stick, and he jumped out mid-flight filming the crash, and so basically he purposely crashed the plane into a mountain, and he got 6 months in prison.
Who deserves that?
Silly Billy.
Ridiculously.
Silly Billy. That's what they all are. They're all silly Billies.
But do you not remember when Paris Hilton kissed that woman's tummy when she thought she was pregnant and she wasn't?
Oh, Jesus. I swear to God.
I love Paris Hilton.
I think Joanne told me that the other day, and I just said, unless I see a woman in a birthing room giving birth, I'm never going to say congratulations unless they bring it up or I'm witnessing the birth itself.
I was shocked before when I was on the dart into town and I was standing and a pregnant woman got on. Nobody offered her a seat. I think that's absolutely disgraceful. But there's good things that influencers have done too, okay? So I saw this as well. This is Paris Hilton because I'm a big Paris Hilton fan. So a woman's car caught fire and the only thing that was left intact was her Paris Hilton branded Stanley Cup.
It was on a fire yesterday. It still has ice in it.
And Paris saw the clip and bought your one a new car. That was nice.
I do love Paris Hilton. I think everybody loves Paris Hilton. She's meant to be really sound.
I really I'll always remember her for that clip that was on Snapchat, because remember and her sister Nikki Hilton was just like, stop putting on that stupid fucking voice, because she puts on a baby voice when she's actually recording herself. It's not her real voice. So Mr. Beast, that YouTube sensation, paid for 1,000 people to get cataract surgery so they could see again, and gave some of them cars and cash on top. Selena Gomez saw fans GoFundMe for a kidney transplant and quietly donated thousands of dollars. Fans only noticed after it hit the goal. And Keanu Reeves, well, he's just a hero in general, and he just seems like such a gentleman. He's not an influencer.
Is it time for another Keanu Reeves deep dive, or have we just done it too much? What do we think? We've done Keanu Reeves deep dives before, and he's just such a spectacular person. I just feel like we could probably fit another in at some point.
And he doesn't seem to age. But what he did was he bought an ice cream at the cinema just so he could sign the receipt for a young fan who was too shy to ask for an autograph. Sweet, sweet man.
Sweet, sweet man. Let's finish off on Agony Aunt.
Okie dokie, here we go. I never thought I'd email to the pod girls, but I love you three and would love to get your opinion. Let me know what you'd think. I'm honestly at my wit's end with my best friend of 10 years, Leah. Oh, she's a good friend and keeps in touch, but she's a nightmare when it comes to plans. She keeps cancelling at the last minute, sometimes a few hours before we're meant to meet. Last week it happened when I'm already on my way. I'd say it's probably happened for the last 4 times we've gone to meet. I haven't seen her in months because of it. I try to be understanding. She always says it's to do with work or family or that something urgent came up, but it's happening so often that I'm getting really pissed off, naturally, and that's totally acceptable. I love hanging out with her, but I'm feeling frustrated and kind of hurt. She always promises it won't happen again, and then it does. I don't even want to see her anymore. I don't want to ruin our friendship, but I also don't want to keep feeling like this. No, sorry.
I was reading a Dolly Alderton book, and she had a friend like that was just like so inconsiderate to her life compared to the friend's life that she was living. And it's interesting when people do that and they kind of don't realize that they're doing it. And I have a thing where I don't mind if people cancel on me because I'm always like, oh, I can cancel back. But there is a level of cancelling that you'll take. And so like if someone cancels on me too many times, I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna make an effort now because they don't want to obviously hang out with me.
You gotta stop making plans with her.
So I just, I think that you should stop making plans with her. I think she will eventually notice, and then you can say, listen, I've made loads of plans with you and you just always cancel them on me. So that's why I just stopped doing it.
Yeah, I would say, listen, I'm not going to make any plans with you. I would take a different approach. I wouldn't kind of like ghost her. I'd just say, listen, I'm really frustrated. Like X amount of times you've cancelled on me when we've met. And everyone's entitled to a little bit of flakiness, but it's kind of out of control. So I'm not going to make a plan with you and I'm just going to leave the ball in your court. What do you think, Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
Or else just go round to her house and beat her up.
No, Amber. I'm going to come into your room and beat you up now. Get ready, budge. Everyone, that's it now for this week. Isn't that fantastic? We are excited for next week. I'll tell you about how the party went. Maybe you don't care, so maybe I won't.
Hedge your bets on who's going to go to bed first.
Amber, don't. You're making me anxious. That's not fair. Everyone, thank you for listening, and please do keep your emails coming in because we love them so much. And
yes,
you're in my opinions and your agony amps
to vogueandamberpod at global.com.
vogueandamberpod at global.com.